When you're at home hungry and you're looking for something to eat, there's no home delivery, all the shops are shut, and in general, you're starving. What do? You cook, right? What do I cook in a situation like this? Well, I cook myself a simple pasta because it's convenient, okay? It's really easy to put together, and the pasta that I'm going to do today is a great example of a really simple sauce that you can put together with ingredients lying around in your fridge and in your store cupboard, right? So I'm going to do for you my version of a very special pasta sauce, an amatriciana. Okay, that means a pasta from a little town of Amatrice in Italy. It's a simple sauce. It's very rustic, really kind of chunky and packed with flavor. What I'm going to need for this amatriciana sauce is some salami. We've got some onions, some smoky dry red chilies, some fennel seed or sauf goes perfectly with the flavor of any pork product. Also, to bring it all together, some lovely Italian plum tomatoes. If you don't have them, you can use regular local tomatoes without the skin. And we're going to finish it all off with some fresh basil. Of course, we're going to cook it all down with some white wine, and then in the end, we will garnish it with a little bit of a surprise ingredient. Okay, so let's get down to our pasta or spaghetti amatriciana. So we're going to start off by stacking 5 to 6 slices of our salami, and then what we need to do is slice them up nice and thin. And now I'm going to use my beautiful professional series kitchen knife. Again, Kartini does know how to make a mean kitchen knife, I gotta say. Okay, so let's start slicing up that salami. Okay, so that's our salami done. Now we're gonna get down to frying that salami. So I'm gonna let that pan heat up, right? Over here, I've got a pan full of salted boiling water for our spaghetti. I'm just going to let that simmer away. Very important to put enough salt in your pasta water to kind of season the pasta, and it also kind of helps in making that pasta sauce really nice and shiny, okay, and thick and amalgamated. So I'm just going to turn that down, bring this pan up to heat. Okay, now I'm going to start with a generous amount of olive oil. So now let's get down to frying our smoked salami. Beautiful. In the meantime, I'm going to chop up a couple of onions. Cut it through like this, and then just slice, and then so I'm just going to dice up 1.5 small onions. Okay, let's get back to our salami. Look at that. Yeah, beautifully crisp, nice golden. It's going to give us a nice meaty smokiness to that sauce. Now let's start to kind of build flavor into that sauce. I'm going to start by seasoning it. A little bit of salt, and just a crack of pepper. Okay, so that's what our salami looks like. At this point, you could kind of serve it the way it is, like a snack. Okay, so I'm just going to turn up the heat again. I'm going to move this crispy salami to the side, and I'm going to add our onions to the pan. Just going to saute it lightly and then just mix it together with the rest of the salami. Now, one of pork's ultimate best friends, some sauf or fennel. Beautiful, really nice aroma. And something that I really like to add to a lot of my pasta sauces, a smoky dry red chili. Okay, I'm using a Bedki chili in this case. The idea is to give it some smoky heat. Okay, there you go. So we're going to continue to let that cook down for a little while. Gently. And once those onions have turned a nice kind of light golden brown in color, we'll get down to deglazing the pan with wine, add our tomatoes, and then get down to boiling our spaghetti. So our sauce is coming along quite nicely. As you can see, yeah, caramelized salami and the onion as well, the fennel, the chili, all of those flavors really quite nice, and they go really well together. Okay, now my pan's looking a little dry, so I just want a little more of the olive oil. Time for us to deglaze the pan with, I would say, half a glass or so of white wine. Lovely. And that's just going to lift up all of those wonderful kind of smoky, slightly spicy, fennelly, porky and kind of oniony caramelized flavors. Ah, look at that, beautiful. So I'm just going to let that wine cook down. We want to let the alcohol cook out and just leave the aroma or the scent of the wine in there. So the alcohol has evaporated, the wine has cooked down. It's now a nice rich residue, as you can see. I'm going to now add a couple of Italian plum tomatoes or tinned tomatoes. 1 and 2. Just a little bit of the juices of the tomato. Some salt. Again, building flavor and seasoning it at every stage. And a little bit of pepper. Okay, now I'm just going to use this spoon and break up that tomato. So that's basically what your sauce should look like at this stage. Okay, all coming together nicely, right? What I'm going to do is turn down the heat and let it cook away gently. And in the meantime, we're going to get down to quickly cooking our pasta. So what I've got over here is salted boiling water, and into this I'm going to add about 180 grams or so of spaghetti. I'm just going to cover it, let it come back up to the boil. Yes, perfect. So spaghetti cooking, sauce getting there. Now all we have to do is wait, I guess, 8 to 10 minutes, and then we can put it all together and our beautiful amatriciana will be ready to taste. Time for us to check on our pasta. It's been about 8 to 9 minutes, and by now your spaghetti should be getting there, right? We're gonna cook it al dente, which means to the tooth, okay? Basically a little bit of bite and texture. Okay, so that's almost there. I would say 2 to 3 minutes. So it's time for us to finish off our beautiful amatriciana. So as you can see, that beautiful sauce of ours is now rich and concentrated. The tomatoes have cooked down as well. Okay, what I'm going to do is just turn up the heat and add a little bit of this pasta water. Okay, just to again deglaze that pan. Okay, now it's time to finish our sauce. So I'm going to start with a few basil leaves, sliced just roughly. Doesn't have to be too precise in this case. In it goes. Lovely. Okay, and then to add a little bit of richness and just give it a nice little sheen. Okay, I'm being a little naughty, I know, but just a little. And then to lift all of those flavors out nicely, a little squeeze of lime, and to balance that acidity, just a little bit of powdered sugar. It's just going to give your sauce a more well-rounded and balanced flavor. Okay, we'll put that aside. Look at that, nice buttery goodness. I'm just gonna turn it off. Let's check on our spaghetti. It should be done by now. that is done. I'm going to turn it off. Now just going to strain out our spaghetti. Time for us to finally put together the sauce with the spaghetti. So how I like to do that is to just turn up that heat one more time. Okay, and now into this pan I'm going to add the spaghetti. Yeah, like that. What I've got here is some of that reserved pasta water. Absolutely essential. It's going to give that sauce a nice bit of sheen. Look at that. And it's going to help untangle all of that spaghetti. So that is looking really, really nice. Like I said, not too much sauce, just enough to coat your spaghetti. One final toss. A little bit of salt. Crack of pepper. Okay. And maybe a touch more of this water. Now, time for us to simply plate our lovely amatriciana. So, okay, and of course all of the good stuff, which is this lovely bit of cooked salami and tomato and onion and chilies and all of that wonderful goodness. And last but not the least, our surprise ingredient is some fresh buffalo mozzarella. One ball of mozzarella. We don't need the whole thing. All I'm going to do is just break it apart like that. Look at that. Really, really nice. And just simply nestle it in there. Yeah. Now, for a little bit of color, let's just shove in a little bit of rocket leaf seasoning. And finally, to finish it off in proper Italian style, to give it some moisture and of course some flavor, some virgin olive oil. That, my dear friends, is my version of a spaghetti amatriciana. Hope you give it a shot back home and like it as much as I do.